Good morning. My name is Roland Ebert, and today I'd like to talk to you about how to work with your dream consulting clients. And I'm going to say something that you may or may not find controversial. In fact, you may find it offensive or you may find it a relief. So here's the big idea. Working with your dream consulting clients is a choice. Now, I know that some people might find that offensive because I think that the only way to work with your dream consulting clients is if you have, if you know the right people or if, through luck. And if that's you, then please stop watching this now because I'm not going to change your beliefs. But if you believe that if you find it a relief that working with your dream consulting clients is a choice, then in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So let me just explain kind of a little bit of the story behind what I'm going to tell you. And that's when I started my consulting business, I still had a full-time job. And I didn't want my boss to know that I was doing consulting on the side. So the big question was, how was I going to get consulting clients? Because I didn't have the normal tools of the trade. I didn't have a website. I didn't have a Facebook page. I didn't even have a LinkedIn profile that explained to people that, yes, I was a marketing consultant that could turn their email database into a six-figure campaign. I didn't have any of that. So what did I have and what did I use? Well, I used the only tool that I had, and that was a letter. So, just an ordinary letter in an ordinary envelope, typed out, the envelope written by hand, sent in the post. And what did the letter say? So the letter was what I call an irresistible offer letter. And the letter basically said, I believe I can help you grow your business. Here's how I can do it. Would you like to talk about it? As simple as that. So what over the last few years, I've used that same process, but I've improved the process to get better results. And what I'm going to share with you today is what this new process is and how you can use it to work with your dream clients. So how do you get started? Well, the good news is that there's only 3 steps. So what are the 3 steps? So the first is you make a list of your dream clients. Make a list of the clients that you want to work with. 2, you write an irresistible offer letter. And 3 is you set up a meeting so that you can explain to them how your system works, what happens when you get started, and when you can start working together. So that's it. 3 steps to work with your dream clients. So let's talk about step number 1, which is make a list of your dream clients. So if you're anything like me, you can, off the top of your head, you can say, right, these are the 4 or 5 clients that I would love to work with. But how do you get a longer list? Well, the first thing I do is I consult my mate Google, and Google says, here's a list of some other people who you might be interested in working with. But what else can you do? So the other places that I go, so Google search, number 1, YouTube search, number 2, podcast search, number 3, blog search, number 4, Amazon search. Now, when I say Amazon search, I'm talking, have they written a book? Yeah. So Amazon search, Eventbrite, there's your network, industry events, and trade magazines. So those are 9 places where you can find your dream clients. So there's no excuse for going, I want to work with some people, but, I haven't had any luck yet. What do I do next? Yeah. What you do next is make a longer list, find more people to send your irresistible offer letter out to. So you've got your list. Then I filter the list, and I filter the list by going onto Companies House and looking at their tax return, or looking at their accounts. And it's like, can they afford my fee? If the answer is yes, then they stay on the list. If the answer is no, then they get cut. Simple. So then I send an irresistible offer letter. Now, like I say, the letter basically says what you do. And it says this in one powerful, simple statement. So my statement is, I can turn your email database into a 6-figure campaign and run multiple campaigns to give you a 7-figure income. And I can do that without a sales team using upfront value, storytelling, social proof, and irresistible offer. So guess what? If you have an email database, and if you're interested in someone running a six-figure campaign for you, you'll want to read on. And if you're not interested in those things, then you won't read on. But here's the thing. I know that they're going to be interested in that because guess what? They're my dream clients and I know how I can help them. So what does the letter then do? It then says who I am and why they should believe anything that I have to say. Yeah. And even if I think they know who I am, I still tell them anyway, because I don't want to assume that people are going to know who I am, because the only people in the entire world that really care about what I have to say and are going to remember it are the people behind me. And that's my family. Everybody else, they're not going to remember what I have to say, because guess what? I'm not the most important person in their life. And I understand that, which is why I'm going to tell them in the letter. So then I tell them how the system works. So if we start working together, I'm going to use this system to turn your email database into a six-figure campaign. And I outline what I do, steps, so they can see the timeline, they can see what's involved. So they will believe that I can deliver that result. Yeah. And then I say, if you would like to talk about how I can do this in your business, let's have a meeting. And I will call you this week to set up a meeting. So simple. They understand what the next step is, and they understand that I'm going to call them and that I'm not going to steal a lot of their time. This is literally a call to set up a meeting. Simple. So, like I said, I got my first few clients by simply sending a letter. It was just a letter in the post. Now, I've since improved things by sending what's called a grabber. So in direct mail terms, people talk about this as lumpy mail. So it's something within the letter that guess what, sparks your curiosity. So I actually send a parcel, so it's a box. So why do I do that? Because nobody is not going to open a box that's delivered by courier. So what's in the box? So you've got the letter and you've also got a coffee cup. So a simple disposable coffee cup, yeah? A coffee cup and a letter. Why do I send the coffee cup? I send the coffee cup because guess what? I want to meet them for coffee. Why do I want to meet them for coffee? Because I want to talk about how I can turn their email database into a six-figure campaign. So the cup becomes the call to action. The cup is the physical embodiment of the next step. And the cup makes me memorable. So when I call up and say, hi, I'm Roland Eva, guess what? They're not going to remember who Roland Eva is. But they will remember that I'm the guy that sent them the letter and the coffee cup. Oh, that immediately makes me memorable. Oh, tell me more. Yeah, I like the letter, or I have this question about the system, or whatever. Yeah. And then it's, let's book a meeting. Let's book a time when we can sit down and discuss this fully. Simple. So what happens if they say thanks, but no thanks? Now, if they say thanks, but no thanks, I think that means no, like no is not no. No is not right now. And not right now means they get added to a follow-up list. So the follow-up list is I send out a monthly newsletter that explains more things and how I can help people grow a training company. So I'm just giving more value so that people really understand how I can help them. Because it might be, yeah, right now they don't need my help, and that's great. But if they understand every different thing that I can help them with their business, they might go, you know what? We really love this idea. We really want to do it. And like most great ideas, the reason why they don't get implemented is simply because of lack of resource. And so guess what? I'm there to help them with that resource. I know what I'm doing. I can get it done, and I've earned their trust by just giving more and more value. So I hope you can see how you can work with your dream clients, the specific steps that you want to take. And like I say, it's just a 3-step system. And it starts with making a list of your dream clients. Then you send them a letter, and then you send them, and then you book a meeting. It's that simple. So if you found this useful, please leave a comment below. If you would like to know more about this system, then please download my ebook. It's called Consulting Clients on Demand. And until next time, carpe diem.